The fear of being alone is stopping you from being where you want to be in life. I feel like oftentimes we look to our right or we look to our left and we see greener grass and we immediately sprint to join somebody else's green grass instead of sitting in that loneliness or sitting with our dead grass and figuring out what our grass really needs. That's the art of being alone, and sitting with your dead grass is what it takes to truly be the person that you want to be. There's 3 things that really took me from fearing being alone to loving doing things alone. Those things are, 1, being the most important, and it's where you have to start, is self-sufficiency and wholeness. Now, this is the recognition that you cannot run to other people's green grass. You have to create your own green grass. The second point is self-growth and self-exploration. This is coming to an understanding and exploring the exact things that make your grass green. The third and final point is emotional awareness or emotional resilience. And this allows you to build your green grass and be able to keep your grass green no matter what happens on the outside. Let's go back to the first point, self-sufficiency and wholeness. That comes from being aware that you cannot run to other people and join their green grass. You have to build your own grass. If you continue to run to others, you're becoming reliant on something that you have no control over versus being whole within and having control over your green grass. It really comes down to understanding and embracing the idea of being fully satisfied alone and understanding that others and outside things are solely an addition to your life and not what makes you whole. Philippians 3:13 states that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Now, this verse really just emphasizes that with Christ and with faith, we can endure and achieve anything independently. We do not need anything or anybody else. Something that helped me get to the feeling of more wholeness is personal fulfillment. And that fulfillment comes from engaging in activities that resonate with your passions, your values, and your interests. The internal satisfaction that you get from pursuing those things is independent of anything external and is a true source of happiness. When you truly grasp the sense of contentment on your own, you almost let go of this unrealistic expectation of how people are supposed to make you feel. You must remember, other things and other people make something great even greater. That moves into my second point, which is self-growth and self-exploration. So now that we've become aware that we cannot run to external things for validation and for happiness, we now have to explore and discover what specific things make me happy, what specific things make my grass greener. Pursuing passions is what helped me build that list of specific things. Solitude allows you to explore and develop those passions and interests with zero compromise. Now think about this. Going out and doing things with people is super fun, but when you're doing it, it's what do we want to eat? What do we want to listen to? Where should we go? And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're compromising for somebody. You're doing what you guys both want to do versus when you do it alone, you are strictly doing what your heart desires, what your mind is you're doing what you want to do. When you're alone, it's just you, and you're gonna reach a point of boredom, you're gonna reach a point of loneliness, especially in those beginning stages. And it can be really hard because I feel like we might start to feel sorry for ourselves. But I think it's really just a matter of taking that loneliness and that boredomness and allowing it to overwhelm us and push us down, or using it as an opportunity to start a new hobby, try a new coffee shop, meet new people. All of this, the solitude, the doing things on your own, helps you start your self-discovery journey. Now, this is super important because having these lists of things that specifically make your grass the greenest they can be is going to help your interactions with others. And that moves into my third and final point, which is emotional awareness or emotional resilience. Now, this is important because now that we've become aware and we have our list of things, we're set, right? But other things can come in and knock that list down and knock that awareness away. And so by being emotionally aware, you're able to handle external bullets or external things and handle them in an appropriate way. Now, somebody that's not emotionally aware is going to act immediately on that. Somebody that is a little bit more emotionally aware is going to sit with their anger or sit with their frustration, dissect their actual feelings. Being emotionally aware is going to help you communicate and handle things that we can't control. With that being said, we've now become aware that we cannot run to external things for validation, for happiness. It comes from within. Wholeness comes from within. We've built that list of specific things that my grass needs. And now that we've built that, Emotional awareness is gonna be something that you continue to work on every single day, because external things are gonna come at you all the time, and you're gonna have to learn to handle them as they come. And I just want you to remember that it's a journey, not a race. You may do really, really good with one situation and then not handle another situation the same way. That's okay. Just learn from it and try and do better next time. The biggest thing and my biggest lesson from the Lord has been patience. You need patience to be able to sit with your dead grass and recognize that you can't run. You need patience to self-explore and build that list of specific things that you need. And you need patience to be able to slow down, pause in your frustration, pause in your sadness, to be able to handle external things appropriately. I hope that these 3 points resonated with you and help guide you to becoming the person that you want to be. And I hope that they help transform this fear of being alone to loving being alone and loving doing things on your own. If you enjoyed this video, tune in next week because I will have another one for you. See ya.